Well, hi and welcome to another LRCC Soundbite. This week I'm going to take just a couple of minutes to tell you what Christianity is all about, so no pressure. It's all about one giant rescue plan, conceived at the start of human history and running all the way through time right until this very moment as I'm talking to you. The start of the Bible has stories about the Garden of Eden. The story goes that God created a man and a woman and every conceivable plant and tree and animal, and they all lived there together in the garden in perfect safety, in perfect harmony, everything perfect. In the garden were a couple of particularly special trees. One of them was the tree of life, a tree from which you could eat the fruit and it would give you life and regenerate you and just make you feel great all the time. The other tree was the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, and there was one rule in the garden. That one rule was quite simple: don't eat the fruit of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. And of course the story continues that humans were tempted and did eat the fruit of that tree. When God found out, he banished them from the garden into the wider world, and things started to go wrong because we'd done things wrong. Whether you believe that story literally or not actually doesn't really matter at this point. What does matter is that the story tells us and informs us about why the world is broken. The world is broken because we started to live in a way other than that which God had intended us to live in. We weren't created to live a sinful life. We were created to live a perfect life. But the world was broken through what we did wrong. And it was into this broken world that God built a rescue plan. He instigated it thousands of years ago through a guy called Abram. It passed down through his descendants, through people like Joseph, the guy who Andrew Lloyd Webber wrote the musical about, A Technicolor Dreamcoat with, through great kings like King David, through prophets like Daniel, Isaiah, Jonah and Elijah. People wrote songs and poems about it. History was made. Kingdoms would rise and kingdoms would fall. And one day, a girl called Mary, engaged to be married to a man called Joseph, which isn't the same one as the Joseph with the dreamcoat, she would have a baby called Jesus in really unusual circumstances. And this baby Jesus would grow up and would go on to make it possible for all that wrongness that's here in the world to be forgiven, to restore that perfect original relationship between God and humans that was the thing that was broken the very first time we did it the way Frank Sinatra thought and did it our way, my way. Next week I'm going to start talking a bit more about who Jesus was, why he did what he did and why it matters to us. If you can't wait and you want to read more of the story for yourself, then if you live on this estate and don't have a copy of the Bible, then let us know. Go to our website and request one. We'd love to give you one for free. Just get in touch, we'll pop one round to you. If you're wondering what this might mean or might have other questions, who, what, where, when, why, all those, do email me. The story of God's big rescue plan is amazing, and I really can't do it justice in just these few minutes. But in essence, that's what Christianity is all about. God's rescue plan that started thousands of years ago and is still running and still available right now, today. God bless you. I hope you have a great week.